Hi guys, this is your Life Path number 1 reading for July 2019. I'm going to do a little bit different this time. I've already shuffled your deck and split the cards, but with this deck over here I'll give you an extra card with the Gilded Tarot. It'll be one card, well maybe we'll just pull it straight out of the deck. I'm just testing myself as well, upskilling if you like. I will give you the new moon. I've already pre-done a video about the astrology, which is already up on my channel, YouTube channel, and my Facebook page, but I'm just going to give you the new moons and full moons for July still as well. So there is a new moon in the sign of Cancer, and it's a total solar eclipse. So we're heading into the eclipse season now. So we've had no eclipses whatsoever other than retrograde planets to deal with this year. So that's a total solar eclipse, and with Cancer being in the sign of Cancer, it's to do with families, relationships, extended families, all that sort of type thing. So on the 16th of July, there is a full moon in the sign of Capricorn, and that also is a partial lunar eclipse. Capricorn and Cancer are two big themes of this year. We have the South Node and the North Node in those signs. I think the South Node is in Cancer and the North Node is in Capricorn. I might have got that one round the wrong way, but it doesn't matter. But we also have an extra new moon this month. So we have two new moons in July. So on the 31st of July, there is a new moon in the sign of Leo. So with new moons, it's always going to serve as a new beginning. So even though there's solar eclipses and everything, we're all under the same sort of thing. Planetary aspects, retrogrades. We've got Mercury going retrograde this month. There's a lot happening in the skies, so and that's just a kind of a heads up that I'm not sure how these readings are going to go, but I'm presuming there's going to be a lot of change. So anyway, we'll get into your card reading. Not actually sure how I'm going to do these cards this time, whether I'm going to do a Celtic cross or whether I'm just going to lay out 6 cards and go from there. I think that's what I'll do, is I'll lay out 6 cards and I'm going to go for there. So some pretty good cards here. You definitely have a new beginning. And definitely, you know, things are going to change because you've got the Chariot here. You've also got the World card, and you've got the Emperor with Archangel Uriel, which is stability and efficiency, taking charge of a situation, ambitious plans. So I can remember your Life Path reading for June. It was it would have been an extremely difficult month for some of you with that Knight of Cups turning up. But anyway, I'm going to go into reading this card here. It's the 6 of Gabriel. And it says, congratulations, you've done a wonderful job. Time to move on to your next project, awards, scholarships, or promotions. So I'm hoping that that is a good omen, that you guys made the decision. You changed your life in some way. You took the reins back of your life. The next card is the King of Ariel. It says, successful, stable, accomplished, and powerful. Your plans are working out very well. Professional and financial success, using resources wisely. So this is kind of telling me, because you had one card last month that said you felt a little bit left out in the cold, lacking sort of financial backing, stability, all this sort of type thing. Last month may have been a little bit of a shock for you, that you've actually, you know, you've planned, you've organised, which is bringing you to this professional and financial success now. Because you've got the Ace of Michael here. Aces are always new beginnings. And it says, a wonderful new idea. Don't allow bumps in the road to hinder your progress. Clear up communication problems with others. So maybe that's still a little bit of this, the bumps in the road could be these new and full moons that are going to be eclipsing. I'm not sure, but definitely you're headed in a new direction. You've had a wonderful new idea. Don't allow bumps in the road to hinder your progress. Clear up communication problems with others. So, like I said, Mercury is also going retrograde this month. It's only for a matter of about 3 weeks. I think it ends its retrograde cycle on the 31st of July. So this is where Mercury is the communication problem. That's not problem, planet, sorry. So this is where, you know, the communication problems could come into effect. Mercury is the planet, like I said, of communication. Computers can crash, emails can be lost, text messages, all that sort of type thing. So documentation, anything like that, if that comes up into your situation here, which it may do, read them 3 times over. When you're talking to people, make sure they actually understand what you've said to them, because they can go away and think, I didn't understand what you said. Make things clear so people can understand what you've said. So there's no sort of crossed lines, crossed wires, if you like, because that's what happens when Mercury goes retrograde. Things like that can be lost in translation, if you like. The Chariot card here is quite an interesting card. It says determination and self-control, career advancement, acknowledgement of success by others, and it's with Archangel Metatron. With the Chariot, usually, I'm just going to put these cards down for a minute. I am going to pull some clarifying cards. If you can see this person here in the Chariot, this is generally you, and it's you driving these 2 horses, one white, one black, which means opposing powers. It's up to you to direct them in the direction that you want to go. With opposing powers or opposing forces, if you like, one horse is going to want to go one way, one horse is going to want to go another way. It's up to you to direct your life in the direction that you want to go. Also, Archangel Metatron is quite a heavy-hitting archangel, if you like. You can also call upon Archangel Michael for his assistance. You come to the World card here. Now, the World card is the end of a cycle with Archangel Michael, and it says a very happy ending, coming full circle, spiritual growth and insights. This is the last major arcana card in the pack. In most packs, it's the World card. This is like, these 2 cards go together very well. You've got this new beginning because you're at the end of a cycle. And being that it's under the King of Ariel here, your plans are working out very well. Find professional and financial success using resources wisely. So that's been your cycle recently, sort of type thing. But being that this is an end of a cycle, it means that the world is turning in your favour. I was going to say wheel then, but it's not the wheel, it's the world. The World card's a very optimistic card, let's just say, and those are all 3 major arcana cards down below here. So it is going to be a major month having 3 of the major arcana cards here. You had the 7, 21, and now you have the 4. This is the Emperor with Archangel Uriel. It says stability, efficiency, taking charge of a situation, ambitious plans. So, putting all those 3 together, just move these cards over. You've got the Wheel of the Chariot. You've got the World, and then you get the Emperor. Emperors are all about stability and efficiency and being stable, taking charge of situations. That's your bottom row, basically. This is where you're heading to in July. I'm hoping this is making all sense. I'm going to pull some clarifying cards on these ones. Okay, that wanted to stop there. And see what we get. Oh, 2 cards want to come out. Okay, you've got the Decisions card and you've got the Knight of Uriel. And that's for the whole spread. I've pulled it on the whole spread. You've got another major arcana card here, and it's called Decisions with Archangel Josephiel. It says, release yourself from that which holds you back. A need to detox unnecessary worry based on a lack of self-confidence. So, all these cards here, I think that's why you've got the Emperor card here. Self-confidence and the Emperor don't really go together. He is one of the most self-confident people that you would ever come across. If it's self-confidence that you're lacking, the Emperor card here is telling you that you can take charge of a situation. You can design the life that you want. Even though they are ambitious plans, they might actually turn out better than you think. With the Decisions card here, if you can have a look on the card, Archangel Josephiel is holding a bird cage and she's opened the door. Now all these other birds have flown out, all but one. That one bird is signified as you. You're too afraid to leave that cage. You're too afraid to leave the security of what you've known before. But it's time to fly out of that cage and get out of this self-imposed prison sort of type thing. Like it says on the card, release yourself from that which holds you back. It's only you holding yourself back. It's a big wide world out there, and we all have to do what we feel is right for ourselves and not other people. And especially, I mean, this card here, don't hold yourself back. You're better just to open the cage door. Well, it's already open. You're better just to fly out that cage with everybody else there, with all these other birds that are flying out, and go for it. Do or die sort of type thing. And I don't mean you're going to die. Don't get me wrong when I say that. But you never know until you try what you're capable of doing. The Knight of Uriel here says trustworthy, understanding, devoted, funny. There is so much to accomplish. Make a very detailed plan, being watched over by someone kind. So this is about financial matters, if you like. There's Archangel Uriel down here, and she's actually planting a crop, or she's planting seeds, if you like. They are coins, because Uriel is the coin suit. She's planting them in the ground, okay? So this can also represent, you know, you're being watched over by somebody very kind. It could be your guardian angels, but they're kind of telling you, you know, just go for it. You've got to plant these seeds and you've got to get something started. Make a very detailed plan. you know, these rows just didn't happen. There's, like you can see in the card there, there's rows and rows and rows of plants growing there. You know, that just didn't happen because they went out and planted things willy-nilly. You know, they had to prepare the ground, they had to till the soil, all that sort of type thing, and then plant the plants all neatly in a row sort of thing. You know, that's called planning. So I'm going to pull one more card for you guys, and I'm hoping this is making sense. I know it's a little bit different than my structured readings that I do, like the Celtic crosses and things. There it is. There you go. That's another one. You guys have got all the big hidden cards. It's the Magician, number 1, all about the self. You can manifest the life you want. What you need will magically appear. Successful beginnings. So with the Magician card, you've got 1, 2, 3, 4. This is your 5th major arcana card this month. I had a feeling that July would be quite a powerful month, let's just say. So with the Magician, he has all the tools in his tool belt to use. He has the wands, he has the coins, he has the cups, and he has the swords, all at his disposal. What you do with them is up to you. You know, you're the one that has to make your life, and nobody can do it for you. But you have everything that you need to make the life that you want. For instance, you know, you're at the end of a cycle here with the World card. This is the number 1 card in the deck, if you like. So you're ending a cycle here and you're beginning a completely new one here. You could put this card with that one. Where's the other card? I want that one there. And you could put that one with that one. All very good cards. None of them are negative. So, you know, you're ending one cycle and you're going into another one. Those 2 cards go very well. So, and if, I don't know whether you can see it, but that card was up there and this card was down here. That's in a row. You've got the Ace of Michael, you've got the Emperor, and then you get the Magician. Okay, so that's how I'm reading it at the moment. Your new beginning, you've got everything in your tool belt to manifest the life that you want, and it is really all about manifesting. You know, do your new moon intention and wish lists. Do your forgiveness and gratitude list on the full moon. I don't care whether they're eclipses or whatever. Don't stop manifesting, because the minute you stop, you know, you're leaving it up to fate, basically. Choose your words very carefully as well when you're manifesting. Don't say things like, in 5 years' time, I want to be owning my own business and running it, blah, blah, blah. Bring it into the now. I would really like to have that sort of income, or this, whatever we're trying to build here, I would really like it to happen now. And it brings it a little bit closer. So I'm going to leave those cards there. I hope that has helped. But I'm going to pull one extra card. And it's from the Gilded Tarot. I don't use these cards very much because they are... they can be a little bit harsh sometimes, but I was guided to use them for an extra message. And I'm just going to... I actually want to pull that one. I'm going to give you 2 cards because I'm not sure which one wanted to come out. Righty-ho. We have the 9 of Wands. 9 of Wands is this soldier here has been out and he's been battling and he's been, you know, fighting his way through life, and he's basically realised that he's made a mistake. And what he's doing is he's basically left left the fight, if you like, and he's having a little wee think about things. He knows he's made a mistake, but he's going back to rejoin the battle after he's made a few decisions. This is like a kind of a timeout card to have a bit of a think, but something might not have quite worked out the way that you had planned. But this is the time to, and it could be, like I said, there's planets going retrograde this month, there's eclipses. This might bring up the feeling as though you need to regroup, sort of type thing, and carry on, to fight the battle. Your second card is the King of Swords. The King of Swords, he's basically, if you can see him, his sword is actually pointed down. He's done all the battling. He's made all his plans. He's where he wants to be in life. It's kind of a thing that, if you can see the chair on the King of Swords here, it's kind of like it's floating up in the air. It's with this card, it says it's a lot about your intelligence is at the core of your persona. You have to use it to create a successful life for yourself and those associated with you. Your wisdom benefits others and you are comfortable sharing your ideas and opinions. So that's basically that card in a nutshell. So what it's saying is that you have to use sorry, I'm actually just reading a little bit out of the book here because I haven't used these cards for such a long time. You have used it to create a successful life for yourself is the sentence that I was looking for. This is you having that time out to have a think about how you're going to create this life that you're wanting. Sorry, I know that last card, I'm not sure whether it was supposed to come out or not, but I'm going to take it as it was supposed to come out. So I hope you've enjoyed this reading. I know it's a little bit different than what I normally do, but you can let me know in the comments one way or the other. So I wish you well in the month of July 2019, and we'll talk all again soon. Take care all.